Okay, so we've got our thumb in place, and we really want to try and attach this on in just a second. Looks like I made this a little too boxy, so let's see if we can extend some of this out just a bit. Hopefully round out that form a little bit more. But what I'm looking at is trying to find the proper area to attach this thumb on. And usually that means taking the back part of this thumb and really extending it out. The thumb is a very, very huge little finger to attach on, and we just have to make sure that we're giving it sort of the full credit. Now, really, when you're looking at the attachment area for the thumb, it comes in almost halfway back along the hand. And, you know, to make this a little bit easier, I'm actually going to pull this up a bit further. It's going to allow me to define with the append polygon tool a little bit more of that shape. I like coming in on the hand itself before I attach these and choosing a little area where I'm going to attach this by rounding out the vertices. And you can see I'm trying to make a little connection area that'll eventually make sense. And we'll go a little bit up onto the side, but I think that's going to be pretty solid. Well, what I'll do, let me select this center face, and again, because it's easier than selecting 9 faces, I'll select just one and hit Shift period to grow my selection, and let's hit backspace or delete to remove out those faces. I've got 2 objects, and before I make them before I bring the parts of them together, I have to make them one. So that means going to Mesh and choosing Combine, and then immediately deleting my history. Now I'm going to use the Append Polygon tool just like we did with attaching the individual fingers. When doing this, however, I need to find a place to start, a place that makes sense. And I usually look around and see if there's any area right in the interior gap where this bends and connects that I can find first. And it looks to me like this gap right here is a pretty good one to seal up. So I'm going to go to Edit Mesh and choose the Append Polygon tool and click from one edge to another and hit Enter to complete the connection. Now all I do is continue walking around the hand. Click across, hit Enter. I'll hit Y to redo the last tool. Click, follow the arrows and click across, hit Y, click, across. We'll leave that bottom section open. We'll go right here. And I'm just going to hit Enter real quick because I don't know if I want to go to the next tool right away. I think we need to adjust the position of this vertex downwards just so we've got some room for it to fit. And now we can resume our plan. Get the Append Polygon tool, draw across, click, draw across, and we've got just one last little face in the back, and we're solid. I can push this and round this out a little bit more if need be. And it's also sometimes helpful to take some of the outside edge faces and to help define that crease on the side of the hand to really manipulate these a bit as well by pulling them upwards. We can push our interior faces down to really help define that crease. I want to make that connection distance a little bit more fluid also. So let's pull these down to soften this out. And if I return to object mode by hitting F8, oops, one vertex out of place. If I return to object mode and again go to normals, soften my edge, I'll have a pretty nicely constructed hand. If I come in, edit, delete all by type history, I'll have this finished up. So that was creating a hand. Hope you enjoyed it. From here we can continue to extrude backwards to build out our arm and connect this to the rest of our body. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the series.